Yeah. So we believe that teachers and students are smart. They're actually very smart. And what we're trying to do is actually to develop a platform that will allow them to express and share this wisdom. Now we have to start with something, and we're now working only in Israel. And as you know, in Israel, the cornerstone of the learning is the book. So we're starting with books. Books, you know, they're heavy. They're not eco-friendly today. There are a lot of trees that we're cutting because of them. They're just one layer. You can write on them, but it's very hard to share content inside the books. Now, what we believe is that actually books can be the lighthouse. They can be the cornerstone in which students start, but then we have to teach them actually to go around the books and explore and share knowledge that they're gathering about the information in the book. Now, Dana mentioned it, and you know, we have to deal today with a different generation. They're multi-screen. They're multitasking. They can do, and they like to do many things at the same time. And they're social. They really like to share things between themselves. They expect to be part of the learning and not just to sit as dummies and get the information. So our mission as a company is to develop this learning platform where we use a word like fun as one of the cornerstones of what we develop. It has to be also challenging. It has to be engaging. We want it to be interactive and, of course, social. So we're starting with the books. And if you look at our books, they are the same books that you're used to teaching in school. We provide them on tablets. But now, actually, every piece of the book is becoming an interactive opportunity for the kids. So, for example, here, you can see that we are clicking one word on the book, and a menu opens up. And from that menu, you can go directly to Wikipedia. It can read the word to you. You can translate it, but not only to English, but to any language that you want to. Or you can go and make a full search on the internet. What you see on the right is the plus sign. We'll talk about it later, is how we get social. But let's speak a minute about the audio capabilities of the system. You may all know that about 20% of the kids in the class have difficulties in reading. Most of them are dyslexic, and they're just carrying the books. They're not using them. In our system, actually, the student can mark any part of the book, click on the button, and it will read it to them. In Hebrew, for 100% of the kids who are learning English, it's useful because they're listening to the right pronunciation of the language. So now let's go and see, you know, more interesting things about the book. What the arrow shows you is that on any book, you're starting to see icons on the left. A green, for example, says there is an insight, a message from the teacher relating to the word where the icon is. A red means there is a question there. As you can see, the panel also opens, and it allows you to do other things with the lines. But if we click on the icons, now the book turns into 2 dimensions. You can see here a lot of insights that the students, the teachers, have written about the book, that there are questions there that the students need to answer. But those insights use new technology. Meaning, as you can see there, one of the students put a video on one of his insights, and by clicking it, the students can now see the YouTube that he brought from, the video that he brought from YouTube. In our next stage, we're actually allowing on every insight that the teacher or the student made to start a conference, to start a discussion, just like Facebook, but it's a closed book, it's a safe group. It's only the class that can participate in this kind of discussion. Now let's see how easy it is for a teacher to prepare a question on the book. So we have a line here that the teacher wants to ask a question, they will need to press the question mark icon. It will ask them whether they want to make a multiple choice or an open question. In this case, it's a multiple choice. It will copy the line that they highlighted. The teacher can write the question. They have a place to write the correct choice, the other choices, click share, and save. And a second later, every children in the class gets a ping, just like WhatsApp, that there is a question from the teacher. When they answer the questions, as you can see, the teacher has some kind of a dashboard that shows him who did right, who did wrong, and the exact percentage of each student and what they did. Another thing that we're providing to teachers, as you may know, sitting before a class with so many children with their eyes on tablets, you don't know exactly what they're doing. So a teacher only has to press one button, and they have a dashboard. And in this dashboard, for example, you can see all the children in the white are in the same page as the teacher. The orange ones are in a different page in the room. The two red ones are playing Angry Birds, and two kids didn't show up to class. The green button is a magnet button. Now you want their attention, you click it, all the students come to the teacher's page, and their tablet is locked. Now the only way that the page can be moved is when the teacher is moving a page, and it will turn the page to all the students. One of the most important things that we're doing is to take the learning from the book to a platform that allows teachers and students to create stuff. And this is actually a platform that we developed that allows you the teacher to prepare the next lesson. And as you can see, the quality of the lesson that they're preparing is just as high as any book that you can see with the top publishers. You can put in videos, you can put in maps, you can put in questions. And once you are, and by the way, the same platform allows children to do their homework on the same network, on the same platform. Once you are ready and you want to share it, you click on a button. As a teacher, you get all your classes. You choose which classes need to get this lesson. You click share, and all the students are actually getting this lesson. And again, this lesson is now becoming a social network where they all can interact in a very safe place. This came out on the side, but I heard that there was a very interesting lecture on flipped classroom. This is actually a great platform to teach flipped classroom. You can decide whether you want to send a certain lesson to part of the class or the whole class and get the feedback before the children are coming back to the lesson. So we developed actually a platform that has tools that are dedicated to students, tools that are dedicated to teachers, an LMS system where we collect all the data and we analyze it, and the content creation platform that you've seen. The team, most of us are old high-tech innovators. We've done many startups, and we decided to take all our expertise and bring it to education. You may know Dov Moran, who invented the disk on key. He is the chairman of the organization. Mario started Checkpoint, one of the largest security software companies in the world. Dedi Zucker, who used to be a parliament member, and many other good guys that decided to change education here. If we go, everybody is coming up with a quote. Our favorite quote is of Toffler, where we really see how the kids really like to interact with new information. They can learn, they can find new information that says, hey, this is wrong. They can unlearn, and then they can relearn by finding many more sources. Thank you.